Hey, and we are here. We are actually in Six Flags Qiddiya City. I cannot believe I've just said that. It's opening day today, so it's going to be really busy. Getting here is weird. It is literally in the middle of a construction site, basically. And I couldn't record any of it because all along the road there's signs saying photography strictly forbidden. I don't fancy going to a Saudi prison cell, so I didn't record. But this place is insane. And that's not even the right word for it. Like, look behind me. That right behind me is the tallest roller coaster, fastest roller coaster, and the longest roller coaster in the world. And today is the first ever day it opens. It's going to be incredible. Right, so I think I've walked into somewhere I'm not meant to be, because right now I am in the park. Like, I'm not even joking, I am in the park. And it's only like 2:15. It doesn't open until 4 o'clock. And everyone else here is just wearing blue shirts or whatever. I just walked straight in, no one said anything. Like, I don't think I'm meant to be in here at the moment. Yeah, I really don't think I'm meant to be in a theme park right now. Like, it's opening day, no one's here. It's dead, and I'm just walking around because it's not open yet. And I can't see any like other people who are like general public walking about. Surely there'd be loads if I'm meant to be in here. I just walked straight through the gate. It wasn't even the main entrance, it was like a back gate. And then I walked in, I was like, hang on a minute, I'm outside the queue line here for a roller coaster. Yeah, guys, there's the main entrance there. I'm not sure you can see it on camera. Behind the Falcons, all them gates are shut. So, I guess I just stay in here until I get told to go away. Because then I can get straight on Falcon's flight and not have to wait like 5 hours probably in a queue line for it. Hopefully that goes to plan. I don't get kicked out of the park, even though it's not open yet. I can clickbait this video and I would say, I snuck into Six Flags Qiddiya on opening day before anyone else. And technically it wouldn't even be clickbait. Yeah, I'm really not sure what to do right now. Should I behave myself and go to the main entrance and say, look, I'm probably not meant to be in here right now because the park doesn't open for about another hour and a half and I'm only general public? Or do I wait outside the station for Falcon's flight on its opening day and skip the queue line? 90 quid for a fast pass, or potentially skip it for free? I think I know which one I'm going to choose. So anyway, if you're watching this and you're wondering like, oh, what's this whole ordeal with this Falcons flight? Like, what's so special about it? Why did you come all the way to Saudi Arabia to ride a roller coaster? Well, I think as you all know by now, I'm quite into my roller coasters. Bit of a nerd, you can say that. I'll take that on board. But 6 years ago, I think it was Six Flags themselves put a video on YouTube of like an animated video of Falcon's flight and what it was going to look like, and pretty much everyone said that's impossible, that's never going to happen, there's no way you can build a roller coaster that big for it to work. And now last week we had people testing on it, first riders, it's been tested for ages, and now we're here on opening day, first ever day this roller coaster and this theme park opens. I can't believe I'm saying that. That is actually quite a mental thing to say. But yeah, and also, if you're wondering what the whole ordeal, like why are you thinking Qiddiya as a place is what I said, a construction site? Well, in a few years, and for me, this is perfect. There's going to be an F1 track here at this theme park, going around the theme park, and then they're also building a city around it as well. So this theme park is like the centre of a future city, like the heart of a future city, which is really, really cool. And they're calling it like the city of play and whatever. First city designed around like entertainment and stuff like that, and it is so cool. I am here on the first ever day this theme park opens, and I cannot believe once again I will say I cannot believe I'm saying that. And obviously as an F1 fan I will be back here in the future to watch the F1 here, because that would be insane.
وتمسكوا زين، واخيرا نتمنى لكم رحله ممتعه.
I still can't believe that I've just managed to walk in through the back entrance of the park, literally just the back gate, on the opening day, because I know I'm not meant to be in here right now. Because if I was meant to be in here, there would be loads more people than this. I've got about an hour until the park opens. Falcon's flight is testing, which is very, very good to see. I can't wait. I cannot wait at all to get on that. I've never been so excited for a roller coaster in my life. I've never sounded like such a gimp in my life, but it is what it is. Yeah, because the thing is, right, I know there's many like coaster enthusiasts here today. I know like Theme Park Worldwide's here. I think Coaster Studios are here, and if I'm in here now, then they would be as well, and they're not. And I've walked quite a fair amount of the park. I've not seen them, so yeah, I'm definitely not going to be in it. But if it means I get Falcon's flight straight away as soon as it opens and I don't have to queue for it, I think it's a bit of a win. Obviously though, this place isn't just about Falcon's flight. There's so many other rides, attractions here that I can't wait to show you all. I'm here for 2 days, so I'm not have to worry my phone runs out of battery today, because it's just going to be one big vlog, because I can't be arsed editing 2 videos when I work 5 days a week. But yeah, wow, this is going to be something. Don't fucking click away from this video. I know some of my other videos are boring, and this one might be as well, but this one's cool. Like, come on, like support the smaller channels. Don't go and watch Theme Park Worldwide and all them. Support the smaller channels, help me grow a bit, and I will thank you all in advance. Yeah, just don't mind me, just casually walking through the world's newest theme park on opening day, before it's even open. I'm not meant to be here, yeah. Absolutely completely normal, like what's going on right now. 25 minutes before opening. 25 minutes. I'm going to the entrance to see how busy it looks outside. Right, so they just opened the queue line. I am one of the first public riders, which I feel very, very privileged about. These are all going to be filled later. my god, I have just been off. I can't believe I'm about to say this. I have just come off Falcons flight, and that is the most incredible thing I will ever do in my life. That is so quick. Right, genuinely, it is so quick. You can't see, your vision goes blurry, your cheeks are flapping everywhere. Wow. Already my number one coaster straight away, and there is nothing, absolutely nothing in the world that can beat that, because that is incredible. So you start off with launch lift hill, which is quite actually a chunky launch, that doesn't make sense. A powerful launch kicks you out of your seat, and then it's like a normal roller coaster at the start. You're just twisting and turning, loads of air times out of banks, and then you get to the bottom of the steep hill, and that is so powerful. The way you launch of that kicks you straight back into your seat. That's when your vision starts going blurry. That is when you can't see anything, and it is so incredible. And then you get to the top of a cliff. Like, yeah, literally, you get to the top of a cliff, and it hangs you. You know, like when you're on Oblivion in Alton Towers, and it hangs you at the top. It hangs you there on the top of a cliff, which is about 300 feet high, for about 10 seconds, and then you go over it into a vertical launch, into a tunnel, and then over onto that camelback there, and it is so good. When you're going over the camelback, you literally think you're going to fly forward out your seat. I'm not even joking. I was pinned down to my seat. You're not allowed to do the restraints yourself. They do the restraints for you, and they pin you, absolutely pin you into your seat, and you still get a load of airtime. It is incredible. And then the rest of it is just quick, nice twists and turns, a little bit of a rattle to it, but I couldn't give a shit if there was a rattle to that. Incredible. Going back on that later, hopefully when it gets dark, we'll get another ride on it. Every single penny I have spent on this trip, because I'll be honest, it has been very, very expensive, has been worth it just for that alone. I could get on nothing else for the rest of the day now. Absolutely nothing else for the rest of the day. And that ride on Falcon flight was worth it. I don't know what is going on today. So obviously I've done Falcon's flight already. It's still dead. I think more people will be here later, surely. It's got to be, it's opening day. I've just done Colossus, which is a wooden coaster, twice in a row without having to get off. I was sat on it on my own. That might be sad, that might not be. Take it in whichever way you want. But I've just done 2 rides on the same roller coaster, back to back, on my own, without anybody on it. What should I say about Colossus? It's quite good, actually. I wouldn't say it's better than Woden at Europa Park, but it was quite good. Loads of airtime, few outer banks, a little bit of a rattle, but that's what you expect from wooden coasters. For a GCI as well, it's a little bit weird, because usually GCI, their restraints are just like a lap bar across you. But for some reason on Colossus, it also had like shin restraints, a bit like on an RMC, like Sadra at Energylandia, which aren't the most comfortable, which does take a little bit away from it. However, not too much, and the ride is still really good. Right, anyway, now I'm going to go on this, which is the world's tallest Intamin gyro swing, which is also coming to Blackpool Pleasure Beach next year. Similar version of it, just a little bit smaller. I've done something like this in Liseberg in Sweden, which was called Loki, and that was really good. So hopefully this one should be better because it's taller. Although it doesn't actually look taller, it looks small, but we'll find out anyway. Right, so that's gyro spin done, and you know what? The views on it, excellent. The restraints on it were horrible. Like, they dig into your shoulders and it takes away from it a little bit. Because of that, I wouldn't say it's better than Loki at Liseberg. I remember Loki's restraints being a lot more free. They were horrible, like you were pinned down, but in a horrible way. They weren't nice on your shoulders at all. The actual ride itself is obviously good. It's a gyro spin. They're always good. Loads of airtime on them as always. But I hope, I swear to God, I hope that the Victors at Pleasure Beach doesn't get those restraints, because they were horrible. Also, if you're wondering why all the off-ride shots might be in the dark when I'm going on these rides of the day at the moment, that's because I want to get on everything whilst the park's quiet, because I am expecting it to get really busy because it is sold out. It's a little bit busier than it was earlier, but still quite quiet, and I do want to get on the likes of Rattler, Spitfire, etc. So I'm prioritising them, and then you will get your off-ride shots later on. But anyway, now let's go and do Rattler, which is my first Vekoma tilt coaster, which I'm really looking forward to. And if you don't know what that is, I will show you in literally a second. Right, and that is Rattler done, and I tell you one thing, that is one of the weirdest roller coasters I think you could possibly go on. There's not many of them in the world. I don't think there's more than like 3 or 5, so they are very rare. And when you're going over the top and it's tilting you over into that drop, it is the weirdest feeling ever. It's so strange. You can feel yourself lunging forward, which is why you've got the vest restraints on you to stop that from happening, but it's so cool at the same time. And then the coaster, it's, oh my god, look what is going on with my hair, by the way. That is shocking. That is so bad. Every video my hair goes like this. But yeah, I lost where I was now. So yeah, the actual roller coaster itself, it is really good. It's really smooth. A lot of good elements on it. I don't know what the element's called, but it's like a double inversion. That's really good. You've got like a death roll, a bit like what you've got on Iron Guasi in, what's it called, Busch Gardens. So never done one of them before. And you've got like kind of like a Mosasaurus roll at the end, which reminds me a lot of Blue Fire, and obviously Velocicoaster, which I still haven't done, but one day, as I always say, I will. But yeah, incredible ride. Probably the second best here after Falcon's Flight. I don't think anything will beat Falcon's Flight. I've got loads of bubbles going in my head. Right, anyway, now I'm going to go on Spitfire, which has the world's tallest inversion. We've got like the world's tallest everything here, but yeah, this should be quite good. Falcon's Flight is just so huge. Like, look all the way in the distance over there. I can't even zoom in properly. That's how far back it goes. But then you got a camel back there, which is so insane. And then obviously, think about going way past that tent, and then it goes all the way back over there. Honestly, that is one of the most incredible roller coasters I think that will ever be built. It is so good. It is incredible. So scrap going on Spitfire right now because this idiot has lost his locker ticket. So the plan is now to go back on Falcon's Flight because the guy at the entrance of the Spitfire ride didn't have a clue of English. So I'm like, if I go back on Falcon's Flight, I know I'll get a new ticket there, so that should be quite alright. But yeah, this park is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I never thought I'd go to a better park than Europa Park, but I'm going to say it already, this park is the best park in the world, hands down. And also, weirdly enough, I just bumped into Sean from Theme Park Worldwide and had a chat with him, which was quite surreal because if it wasn't for watching Theme Park Worldwide growing up as a kid, I wouldn't have got into like theme parks and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be here right now, and then to meet him here today, that's incredible. It's so real. Like, today's like a pinch me moment. It feels like a dream. Like, it doesn't feel like I should be here, but I am. And Falcon's Flight, by the way, it's only got a 10-minute queue, so I'm gonna head straight back around to it now and lose part of my vision temporarily again. So Falcon's flight was mental enough in the day. At night time, it's going to be even more insane. And this is way more than a 10-minute queue, by the way. This queue is huge, but it's going to be worth it.
May I have your attention, please? An incident has been detected in the building. Please leave the building immediately by the nearest available exit.
Right, okay, so that was a waste of a few hours. I was waiting in the queue for about 20 minutes, then it went down. I was like, oh, fuck it, I've been on everything else, I'll wait for it to open again. An hour and a half later, they've completely shut the ride off. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get back on Falcon's flight now today, which is a bit of a shame, but I'm back here tomorrow. I've already been on it. It's not the end of the world, and I've been on most of the rides, so I'm not really wasting, well, I've wasted time, but it's not crucial time that was wasted, if that makes sense. So now I'll head back to Spitfire, and hopefully I'll get on it this time.
Steam Tunnel. Then Discovery Springs. City Thrills, check. Grand Exposition, good. And Valley of Fortune.
Right, so just had a ride on Spitfire. That was actually really, really good. Bit of an airtime machine that. Launches you forward, up into an inverted top hat. You roll back down, launch back again into not an inverted spike, that would be impossible, into a spike, loads of airtime, and then you go over the inverted top hat and the ride's over, but it's really good, short but sweet, loved it. I also had another ride on Rattler, front row. That is one of the best roller coaster experiences you can get out there, front row on a Vekoma tilt coaster, because it just scares the absolute shit out of you. You get to the top just before you start tilting and the track just disappears. Like, that's the best way to describe that, but yeah. Falcon's flight is still down. Also, got talking to a few people in the queue line earlier on and bumped into him again. The guy's just bought me some karak, I think it's called. It's like some Indian tea or something like that. And I knew I wasn't going to like it because I don't drink tea anyway. Yeah, I know I'm British and I don't drink tea. Deal with it. And, oh, Falcon's flight is alright, I'm headed straight to Falcon's flight. Anyway, yeah, and I felt bad because I didn't like it. He was buying me it, I was like, oh, this is going to go tits up here. And then I had to sneak off and I was like, oh yeah, thanks for the karak, it's really nice. It was fucking shit, it was awful, I hated it. But yeah, anyway, because I've just seen Falcon's flight go around, I am going to dash over there really quickly because I want a night ride on this. That would be incredible. I can see people in the station. It's looking a lot better than it was earlier. So hopefully we get back on this. If not, it's fine, I'm back here tomorrow. But let's see. So it is still closed at the moment. I'm going to hang about for a few minutes because if it does open within the next few minutes, it's going to be a really short queue. It is going around testing, so I'm quietly optimistic. So hopefully now, fingers crossed, we're going to get a night ride on Falcon's flight. They've literally just opened it back up. Everyone's going mental, screaming, running. I'm praying this doesn't go down again because I really would want a night ride on here. It would be incredible. So we got our night ride on Falcon's flight. I am so happy about that because at one point today I didn't think we were going to get it. So, wow, what? It's not even a roller coaster. Well, it is, but it's the most insane roller coaster ever built, ever, hands down. There's nothing anyone can say to not agree with that. I think everyone who's into like roller coasters like I am would agree that it's the most crazy insane thing ever built in any theme park. I feel so lucky to have ridden it, especially on opening day when it's had its problems. People have said for years this ride will be riddled with problems, which I kind of agree with. I think it will be, but with such a long roller coaster like that, it always will be riddled with problems. But the experience alone, when you go down off that cliff, you get like an acceleration boost, and that boost, you're already going fast, and then that boost of acceleration, you go to about 155 mile an hour, and it feels like it as well. It really does feel like it. And then you get to the top of a massive camel hill, you literally go flying forward at your seat, and I mean you go flying forward. And the only thing that's obviously stopping you is the restraint, and there's a speed brake at the top of that hill. Because it is going that fast, it has to slow you down. It is so good. You start to suffocate on it, you're going that quick. Like genuinely, you cannot breathe when you are on that ride. It scares the shit out of you. When you go, after the first lift hill, there's like a little airtime hill underneath a massive camelback. And you look up as you're going over that airtime hill, and you're like, fucking hell, that is so tall. But yeah, wow, I have no more words to describe Falcon's flight, but that is going to be one of the most incredible things I ever do in my life, and I am so happy to say I have done it. Gone so quick, by the way. Like, I've been here since 2 o'clock this afternoon. It's 10 o'clock at night now. Got 2 hours left. It's 2026 in 2 hours, and I'm in the middle of Saudi Arabia on my own. But yeah, it's quite mental how quick the day's gone today. But it's been such a good day, despite having to miss about 2 hours of the day because I got stuck in a queue line for Falcon's flight and not even getting on the ride. But I got my night ride on it in the end. It doesn't matter. Now I want to do Iron Rattler again. Okay, so whilst I was standing around for 5 minutes looking like an absolute weirdo, I've been given one of these. Now, I was talking to a few people earlier, and apparently these are accepted as fast tracks. Now, I'm not sure how true that is, and to be honest, you don't need one anyway, because this place is sold out today. There's not one queue that's over 40 minutes, including Falcon's flight. So if you do come here, don't waste your money on fast tracks, because you really don't need them. But let's see if this works, because if it does, that means I can have one more flight on Falcons today. I said one more flight, for God's sake, I'm such a gimp. One more ride on Falcon's flight. I doubt this works, but it's worth a try, isn't it? Right, so I was going to try and see if this worked as a fast track, but 2 people in front of me showed them like a ticket to go through the fast track queue, so I'm guessing it doesn't. I didn't really want to try it and look a bit of a tit whilst trying it. So now I will go and do Iron Rattler again, because if Falcon's flight wasn't here, Iron Rattler alone would still be enough for this park to be worthy of a visit, even from the UK. Because, like I said earlier, there's not many Vekoma tills out there in the world. There's only three to 5, I think, especially for newer generation ones, because newer gen Vekoma is so much better than old gen Vekoma. And if you don't know what I mean by that, go to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, ride Infusion, and then get a flight to Krakow and go to Energylandia and ride most of their coasters, and you will notice a huge difference. But yeah, let's go and try I'm Rattler for the third time now, I think, today. What, it's incredible. Like, honestly, get yourself to Riyadh and get yourselves here. I know a lot of people say about Saudi Arabia, there's nothing wrong with it. It's all completely fine, right? They say about tattoos not being allowed. I've had my tattoo on show all day today. No one has said a word. Some people have even complimented it. Right? They say you've got to cover everything, like your arms and everything. No, you don't. It is actually one of the safest countries I've been to. I feel really, really safe here. So get yourself down here, get a cheap flight or whatever, because for Falcon's flight alone, it is worth it. It is worth spending a few hundred quid to a few grand to come here and do Falcon's flight, because I promise you, it will be one of the craziest things you ever do in your life. One little thing. I've always got something to complain about. It wouldn't be one of my videos. You're right, mate? Yeah, it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't have one thing to complain about. But the locker system here is an absolute nightmare. So you gotta give them like a card at the start of the day and stuff.
Hello!
You're right,
nice.
mate?
Good. This is my new friend from Wales.
Wales, yeah.
Yes.
You were from I'm Rattler, what? Yeah,
I'm
Steve
Rattler,
Town, yeah.
yes.
Hey, nice to meet you, mate.
Can I take a photo with you?
Yeah, of course you can. There you go. Nice
Thank
one,
you.
mate. Very nice to meet you. See you later. Yeah, anyway, so what the fuck's just right. So you kept giving a card at the start of the day. And if you lose that card, you've then got to type in a PIN number at every single locker you go to. Me being me, a complete idiot, forgot what locker he put his thing in. So this is kind of my own fault. Anyway, it took me about half an hour to find a way to open the locker. It was a bit of a nightmare, but but again, it's my own fault. So one thing I can actually complain about, the operations here are a little bit shit. I'm gonna let them off because it's the first day of their operations, so I'll let them off with that. But yeah, hopefully that's something that can be improved on. But I will definitely be, well, I'm coming back tomorrow, but in the future, especially when they've got that F1 track built, I will 100% be back here. So if you're wondering, I've got a different shirt on now. I've officially joined the ultra sad theme park nerd club. No comment on that one. Then Six Flags Qiddiya City. What an amazing theme park. Genuinely my favourite theme park I've ever been to. And to say I got to go there on opening day is incredible and something I will never forget. And the fact that I was one of the first ever riders, public riders on Falcon's flight, is something I'm going to take to the grave. Like, that sounds sad, but world's tallest, fastest roller coaster, and I am one of the first ever riders on it. That is quite incredible to see. Every single ride there was amazing. Spitfire, you get so much airtime when you go down the first time you go down the inverted top hat, the floater airtime you get, and then the ejector airtime straight after as you go over the bunny hill. It's incredible, and then the spike is so tall. It's the first spike on a roller coaster I've done. That sounds dodgy, doesn't it? But it's the first spike on a roller coaster I've done, and you just think it. You're thinking in your head, because the track just ends. Like, hang on a minute, what happens if the train just like goes too fast and just shoots over the track? So yeah, it's so fun. And then when you're on the inverted top hat, it feels like you're hanging upside down for ages, and it is incredible. I'm Rattler for the Vekoma Tilt Coaster. Absolutely amazing. The pacing on that is incredible. It is so smooth. Genuinely, I think it is the smoothest coaster out there in the world. It's got some of the best elements as well. What I'm calling a double 0G roll, incredible. You've got a death roll, like you've got an Iron Guasi, and you've got a Mosasaurus roll on the end. You've got a wave turn that is also going downwards. Amazing pop of airtime. Such an incredible coaster. And the fact that it's a tilt coaster makes that even better. Especially when you're on like the back row or like towards the back row. Because you're going like that. Say now you're here, you're going higher than you were already. And it's so scary, and you're just looking straight down for like 20 seconds, and you're like, fucking hell, what happens here if the track just doesn't connect on a roller coaster, just goes bam into the ground? But yeah, incredible. I cannot wait for the day I return to Riyadh and Six Flags in general. Riyadh as a place is amazing. If you are going to Riyadh or anywhere in Saudi Arabia, don't listen to what people say. It is so safe. I've never felt so welcomed out of any country I've been to. Genuinely, the people here are so friendly. Some of the friendliest people I've ever met. It's so easy to have a conversation with someone. Like, the amount of people I spoke to and met on this trip has been amazing. The staff at Six Flags in Qiddiya, they are incredible. They're the best staff I've seen at any theme park. They take their time out of the day, they talk to you, they treat you like royalty. They say you're not allowed to show your tattoos out when you're in Saudi Arabia. Well, I've had this out all week, no one has said a word. Actually, I've had people coming up to me and saying, oh, nice tattoo, mate, I love that. And I'm like, Sam, I didn't need to cover it up. I didn't need to boil to death by wearing a jumper, which I am doing now. But I mean, it's a nice jumper, isn't it? And that jumper leads me on to Falcon's flight. All my days, what a roller coaster. That was incredible. I only got 3 rides on it, but I'm taking it, I don't care, I've ridden it. The world's tallest, fastest roller coaster. It is so good. The speed on that, it is nothing short of incredible. The whole ride, after the first proper launch, when you go up the cliff, yes again, literally a cliff, you just can't see a thing. And your cheeks are just flapping about over and over. And your vision is so blurry, but if you like speed, it is so fun. Not for drug, speed as actual speed, proper speed. When you go down that drop off the cliff, and you're halfway down that drop, there's a speed boost just so you can get over the massive camel hill, and you really do feel that speed boost. You just go flying, and the sound it makes, it's so it's so satisfying. You're pushed right back into your seat, you don't know what's going on, and then the next moment your eyes are shut, and the next moment you're like 300 foot up in the air, looking out across the whole of Qiddiya, seeing the cliffs, the sun in the background if you're riding it at sunset. Wow, what a roller coaster. And then obviously you go down that drop, and the feeling you get is so good. My #1 coaster, even though it has got its problems, but I think that's what we come to expect with a roller coaster like Falcon's Flight. That's the end of this video, and thank you so much if you got to this point. Remember, please subscribe to the channel, it really would be helping me out. Like the video, put your thoughts on Falcon's Flight, Six Flags Qiddiya, what you thought of it, would you like to visit it? If you have already visited, if you have already been to Six Flags, what did you think of it? Did you think it was amazing like I did? It has got its problems, don't get me wrong, and I've covered that in all of this video. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.